Greetings, sewing friends. Deb here. Slap happy sewing. Okay, so I know I've been away a long time. I can't even explain where I've been in the interviewing few months, but I think what happened is I went away on holiday, and I actually made a little video about that holiday, which I've never finished or put up. I might do that. Then I came back and I caught COVID. I was fine. I was only sick for about a week and I bounced back. I did get a cough afterwards, but it was no big deal. But then, of course, I have also started working full time again. I got offered a couple of nice projects at work, which I took. And I'm enjoying myself, but I don't have as much time at home to do sewing or anything like it. Now, sewing wise, what happened to me was, this is what happened to me. This is my second envigado vest, and I will slip it on. It's finished now, but this basically took 3 months to make. And really what happened was I started it, I'll step back. It's not really meant to be worn with a dress, but I started it and I was quite determined to do it, you know, slow sew it instead of rushing it. And I just found that when it came to putting the various bits of it that I'd mucked up before, I sort of thought, oh, I'll do that tomorrow, And then finally, when I got to the poppers, I just realised that, you know, I was going to need to bang them in with a hammer and blah, blah, blah. And I tried 1 or 2 and it didn't work. Well, in the end, about a week ago, I got my husband to help me and he banged the things in with the hammer. And there must be an easier way, but and he's made a good job of it. So here it is. So I am pleased with it. Now it's done. I think I made it in this fabric, but because I have the fabric and I'm always sewing from my stash and not buying any. It's thin, but it's woolly, and I actually think it would be handy to wear with trousers for work. It's sort of smart enough for work, but casual enough to not be overdressed. So I am pleased, and I have finished it, and it fits me nicely, but actually I don't feel like I want to make another one for a long time. So otherwise, what I have been doing, which it's something you don't see on many sewing channels, is I've been wearing the clothes that I particularly made last year. And you'll note here I've got my Upton dress on, and I've got it on as a pinafore with a jumper. So we're of course in the middle of winter here in New Zealand, and I feel cold a lot. In fact, today I've been wearing this Upton dress with this merino jumper. I've got a t-shirt underneath as well, and I've also had this big thick red chenille cardigan over the top. And yeah, it's quite cool in my house because I live in an old house hasn't got great insulation. It's got old windows that are a bit drafty. Most of the year it's fine. Our climate's not that cold in New Zealand, but it can be kind of windy, and it can get down to around just above freezing, I would say. But it's just that our house is so drafty. Yeah, and at work, yeah, we don't have great insulation here in New Zealand. So when it's winter, even though it's not really that cold by the lights of probably some of you, it is cold. It is cold inside. So yeah, so that's what I've been doing. I've been wearing some of my clothes. I'll just move aside. So what have I been wearing? Really everything. The 2 white blouses that I made last year, various jackets and Metra jackets, I've worn them, tunic dresses I've worn. So unfortunately, because I wasn't in vlogging mode, I haven't really taken many pictures, but whatever I can find, I'll pop them up there, and some of them might be pictures from last year. But I'm proud to say that on the whole, I haven't got rid of much, and I've pretty much I've worn everything that I've made. So I'm happy about that. I only have the occasional sort of doodah these days. I did think, though, I'm happy. I think there's 2 kinds of clothes that work for me. One is to make things that are fairly plain. so that they can be layered. And my purple version of this dress I haven't worn much, and I thought it probably could do with some embellishment. It could do with some binding or whatever. But I have noticed that the minute you put embellishments on a dress, you kind of make like you can't wear it with that particular nice scarf anymore, or that pattern cardigan. So it is a bit of a, yeah, for layering plain clothes and adding something on top that's coloured is probably a good idea. Anyway, I thought I would push myself out of my comfort zone, and I've been working on this. Well, I did actually cut it out months ago, but I've been working on it. So it is the Ellie and Mac Luna jacket, and I thought I would be creative. I had this fabric already because I am, as I say, always sewing from my stash. I had this fabric already, and then I had this other fabric, and I thought, well, why not be creative? And I like the look of mixed patterns, and I thought I'm going to be creative. So I'll show you the jacket in a sec. Hang on. So here it is, the Ellie and Mac Luna jacket, and I rather liked it. I think I bought the pattern for $1. It doesn't have a full bust adjustment, so I did add a little full bust adjustment to it. Not a big one because it's stretchy material. It's made out of knit. I made a relatively big size, I think XXL, and this is as far as I've got with it. Now, brace yourself. So, you know, as I say, I always try to use what I've got in my stash. So I made it, and you know, it's got a zip up the front, blah blah blah. I'll just show you. I'm not planning to wear it with a pinafore like this. I meant for it to be worn more casually with trousers or something. Whoops! I put the zip in. I had this zip in my stash, but I think it might have been better if I'd gone and bought a plastic one. It's metal. I probably bought it in a charity shop or something. So there it is. Now, I do sort of like it, but it's got a couple of problems. Now, the one problem is that at the back I've pinned in a couple of darts because it kind of bowls out a bit at the back. I think maybe the fabric, it perhaps should be made with less. It isn't heavy, this fabric. It's sort of halfway between knit, jersey and ponte. It's a bit crepey, if anything, but this is the problem with it. So I have, of course, you know, you have a jacket. How do you wear a jacket? You wear it closed and you wear it open. Isn't that the point of a jacket? Well, this is what happens with this jacket when you try to wear it open. It's this whole business here of the white is a bit of a problem. So I only sewed the hood on inside, and I left that outside, and I thought I'll hand sew that down when I'm ready. Now, just a sec. Luckily I do have a little bit of fabric left. Luckily, quite a length of fabric, and I thought I might be able to make some facings for the inside of this to take off the white. But yes, I have to say I'm not impressed with that pattern, because I'm even wondering if it's worth doing that. I'm sort of thinking, well, if I hadn't sewn the zip in so firmly, I'm actually thinking of taking the zip out altogether and just either putting a button placket on or sewing it up or something, because I can't wear it like that. And yeah, well, you know, I'm at that stage with this project where I'm not really quite sure what to do next. If you've got any ideas, tell me in the comments. Maybe I should just make it into a tunic dress, take that zip out and turn it into a tunic dress, or maybe I should put a placket on it. What do you think? Anyway, yeah, so not so happy about this one. And I must admit, I quite like the pattern mixing, but it is a little loud, this fabric. However, one thing about having a lot of plain clothes, you know, you can have a pattern jacket and it should work on the outside. Anyway, so yeah, that's me. So I want to say thank you to all of the people that have left me comments to say, where are you, Deb? And we miss you. And oh, that's so sweet. I think that's so sweet. And I also realised that I should probably have put something on the community tab that, you know, I'm fine, I'm just busy. Yeah, but it also made me reflect upon the fact that many times I love to watch other small YouTubers, you know, non-professional ones like me, amateur ones, and I find that sort of watching them gives me comfort, you know. And let's face it, we've got a bit of a troubled world at the moment, but I get comfort. Sometimes I come in from work and I'm tired, and I'll make a cuppa and I'll sit down and I'll find some nice YouTube channels, and what I love about them is all we talk about is colour and pattern and technique and sewing and what things look like, and nothing disturbing whatsoever. Love it, love it. So I would like to be, I think I'm going to try and get back into vlogging again, so that hopefully I can be that resource for you as well. So that's me for today. That was a quick vlog just to get me started again. I've got a few, I'll let you know how I get on with this jacket. And as I say, if you've got any ideas for me in the comments, I'd really appreciate that. Otherwise, I'll let you know when I get moving on something else, because I am slowly getting my sojo back. See you soon. Take care. Bye.